Is it better to do a 1031 exchange or paying the taxes? So when selling an investment property, you have two main options. First, you could pay the capital gain taxes now or defer them through a 1031 exchange. So deciding which path to take depends on several factors, including the time value of money, your investment strategy, and your financial goals. So let's talk about time value of money. So the time value of money, TMV, is a fundamental financial concept that suggests money available now is worth more than the same amount in the future. So think about inflation, right? So this is because the money today can be invested and earn returns over time. So say, for example, today you have $10,000. If you invest it at 5% annual return for 1 year, you will have $10,500. So in the future, if you receive $10,000 a year from now, it worth less, right? Because you missed out on the investment growth. So how does this apply to 1031 exchanges? Using a 1031 exchange, you defer paying capital gain taxes, allow you to reinvest the full proceeds from your property sale into a new investment. So instead of paying the taxes, you have that tax money to reinvest, right? And then the money that you have now, that tax money, is worth more than that money in the future. So this can significantly enhance your financial growth over time due to the power of compounding returns. So let's compare the two options. So let's explore the benefits and drawback of both paying the taxes now and using a 1031 exchange. So paying the taxes now. So you have the immediate tax payment. You sell your property, pay the capital gain taxes, and keep the remaining amount. Say, for example, you sell a property for $500,000. The original purchase price was $300K, resulting in a $200K gain. So assuming a 20% tax rate, you pay $40,000 in taxes and are left with $460,000 to reinvest. The advantage of this method is that you have simplified transaction. So there's no need to follow the rules and deadline of a 1031 exchange, so making the process straightforward, right? So another benefit is liquidity. So after paying taxes, you have liquid cash, giving you flexibility in your investment choices. If you choose to use a 1031 exchange, so the first thing, you're going to get the tax deferral as the benefit, right? You defer paying capital gain taxes, allow you to reinvest the entire proceeds from your property sale. So for example, you sell a property for $500,000, you defer the $40,000 tax and reinvest the full $500,000 into a new property. This gives you increased investment power, right? Because you have more money to reinvest. In the other case, it's a simplified. I know the number, when you actually do the tax crunching, this is very simplified. In the previous example, when you pay the tax outright, you only have $460,000, right? That's all you can buy. But if you do 1031 exchange, you have the full $500K to buy a new property. By reinvesting the full amount, you can purchase a more valuable property or multiple properties, potentially generating higher returns. One of the benefits is give you compounding growth. So the reinvested fund grow over time, creating a snowball effect on your wealth. For example, using the $500,000 from a 1031 exchange, you buy a new property. If this property appreciates by 5% annually, it's worth $525,000 after 1 year. This gives you long-term wealth building. The decision to pay taxes now or use a 1031 exchange significantly impact your long-term wealth. So here is a simplified comparison over a 5-year period. So if you pay taxes now, you're going to reinvest the $460,000, the after-tax amount, At a 5% annual return, it's grow approximately about $587,652 after 5 years. So with a 1031 exchange, you have $500K to reinvest, right? Because you defer the taxes. So at 5% annual return, this grow approximately to $638,140 after 5 years. So the 1031 exchange strategy result in a significantly higher growth due to the reinvestment of the full amount and the compounding effect over time. The top consideration and strategy, right? So why a 1031 exchange offer compelling benefits is essential to consider your overall investment strategy and financial situation. So you're gonna want to think about your investment horizon. If you plan to hold the new property for a long time, the benefit of a 1031 exchange are more pronounced. And also, you want to pay attention to the property market, ensuring the new property is a good investment with growth potential, because you don't want to exchange a good apple for a bad apple, right? Another consideration is rules and deadline. So by preparing to meet the strict guidelines and rules exchange. So be prepared to meet the strict guidelines and rules associated with the 1031 exchange. So that's some consideration. So either you want to take benefit of the 1031 exchange or you prefer to sell the property outright. The choice is yours.